Sarah stared at her phone, her nursing scrub still damp with the exhaustion of another 12-hour shift. The text from Joseph glowed on her screen. "Surgery is next week. You're still picking me up, right?" Her heart sank as she remembered the promise she'd made to her best friend of 4 years. As a nurse, Sarah was used to caring for people. It was her calling, her profession, her life. But lately, she felt like everyone saw her as their personal caregiver, even when she clocked out. The weight of constantly being needed was slowly crushing her spirit, and now Joseph's request felt like another stone added to an already unbearable load. Joseph, a military serviceman stationed far from his family, had asked her to help him through his upcoming back surgery. Initially, Sarah had said yes without hesitation. After all, he was alone, scared, and needed a friend. But when she accompanied him to his pre-surgery appointment, the doctor's words made her blood run cold. "You'll need someone to help with daily tasks, mobility, and monitoring for 3 full days. This is major surgery." Joseph brushed off the doctor's warnings with a casual wave. "Doc says I'll be fine in 24 hours, he told Sarah with a confidence that made her stomach churn. As a nurse who had cared for countless back surgery patients, Sarah knew he was either lying or dangerously uninformed. The recovery would be grueling, intimate, and demanding. But what truly bewildered Sarah was Joseph's adamant refusal to include his girlfriend, Melissa, in his recovery plans. Sarah had grown to love Melissa. She was kind, supportive, and genuinely caring. They'd become close friends, and Melissa was desperate to help her boyfriend through this difficult time. "Why can't Melissa be there?" Sarah had asked, her voice trembling with confusion and growing frustration. Joseph's excuses poured out like water through a broken dam. Melissa was too needy, not helpful, would accidentally hurt him, and always getting in trouble. He mentioned her legal issues and ongoing divorce proceedings, but these felt like desperate justifications rather than genuine concerns. Sarah's apartment had an extra room perfect for recovery. Melissa wasn't working and could dedicate herself entirely to helping. Yet Joseph had completely barred his own girlfriend from being present during one of the most vulnerable moments of his life. "I'm horribly uncomfortable having you stay here without Melissa," Sarah finally confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. Deep down, she felt used, like Joseph wanted her to replace his girlfriend and treat him like one of her patients, demanding the kind of intimate care that should come from a romantic partner. When Sarah suggested that Melissa should handle the most personal aspects of his care bathroom assistance, showering help, getting out of bed, Joseph's reaction was explosive. He completely shut down, his face hardening with stubborn resolve. "I'd rather walk up 3 flights of stairs at the barracks and be completely alone," he declared, his words cutting through the air like a scalpel. Sarah's heart shattered. She could see him struggling alone, unable to eat, drink, or care for himself. The image of him falling, suffering, or worse, dying alone in his room haunted her thoughts. This was her friend, someone she'd cared about for years, someone who was usually wonderful and supportive. Now Sarah sits in her empty apartment, torn between her professional knowledge, her personal boundaries, and her genuine love for a friend who might be making a dangerous mistake. The silence feels deafening as she wrestles with an impossible choice. What do you think Sarah should do? How would you handle a friend who's putting you in such an uncomfortable position? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your perspective on this heart-wrenching dilemma.